Existe uma revolução sendo feita no Camboja, que não faz muito alarde, mas tem um alcance gigantesco. A sede da transformação fica neste prédio e o projeto que deu início a ela recebeu o nome de uma heroína, Bophana.
The idea of Bophana Center is to reconstruct the memory of Cambodia.
Yes.
And as you know, Cambodia went through the genocide of Khmer Rouge, went to civil war, and many of the audiovisual memory has been destroyed or have been left. And so the center was established in order to reconstruct those memories.
How do you work in order to gather all of this and to share this to people?
The idea was born from our founders, Mr. Rithy Panh, who was also the co-founder, who was also the survivor of the Khmer Rouge. He's a famous Cambodian film director. His film has been nominated at the Oscar. His films won many awards from around the world. It is very unique in Cambodia. And I can say that in Southeast Asia, that we provide access to all of audiovisual material we have, including documentary film, fiction film, family movie, photograph, and sound recording. A lot of footage, a lot of films, photography on the Khmer Republic, and after on the Khmer Rouge themselves, because under the Khmer Rouge also produce propaganda videos.
Your parents are from Cambodia. You've been to the Genocide Museum, to other cities. What is the difference between going to a museum and coming here and having access to a lot of these voices, images, and memories?
With the museums, it's history. It's trying to retrace an image that's lost. So there's a little bit of filling in the spaces. So there is, you get the sense of what happened and what went on, but also there, even with the more recent years too, there's a little bit of a sterilization, a washing of everything went on, so it's more accessible to the public. With going to these museums, there's still a bit of a missing picture, But with coming to a place like this, I really enjoy going through the visual history of the country. Because the good thing about film and video and art in general is it in many ways immortalizes the experience, right? Because it's a reliving rather than a remembering.
Very, very interested in keeping the history, but you are also very focused on building and promoting the present and the future, because you have the training, you train filmmakers here, you have a lot of projects going on, and also you are on internet, you are developing apps.
$1 project is to understand life of people in poverty. We train our young Cambodian people in filmmaking, and then these young Cambodian people help other people to know, to understand how life of the people who are living under poverty line or around poverty line is like. And we also want the policy makers, not only in Cambodia but also around the world, to consider life of people who are living in poverty. What can they do for them? The other project is that it's a part of our app learning on Khmer Rouge history. Is the application that we have created under the support of European Union and Ray Foundation. And in this activity, we look at the history of the Khmer Rouge from the perspective of younger generation, because people who were born after the Khmer Rouge, one generation or maybe two generations, I believe in what really happened to Cambodian people under the Khmer Rouge. But those who grew up later, who grew up in 2000s, they might not believe. So we do the training program for them on history of Khmer Rouge, and then training program on the art of interview, training program on how to deal with some trauma if their grandparent or their parent or their elders might have while they make dialogue. So we want to see how history of the Khmer Rouge is discussed, is talked between the parent and children, grandparent or grandchildren, uncle or nephews, in this way.
Were you in touch with the Khmer Rouge history? Does your family talk about it? Or it was after coming here that we started to discover this part of the history and be more in touch with it?
Before, I used to hurt my parents, or sometimes they told me about their life during Khmer Rouge, but I don't believe it at all. Like I just
Really?
said, yeah, I said it's not really, because people they have the right, they can say something and they can react with something that someone do to them. And when I start to learn, cooperate with to work with the Bophana projects, when I go to meet the old person that they live in province, everyone said the same thing, like happened to their family, kill their parent, kill their relative like that. I really upset with this situation that I don't think it happened in Cambodia.
We believe that it's a process of healing, because the elders is happy when the story is accepted by the younger generation, and they acknowledge what happens to them under the Khmer Rouge. And also from the younger generation, they are happy too, because they are more connected and close to their parent or grandparent or aunt and uncle.
I feel, and this is just me guessing, because I can only speak for myself and perhaps a few other people, that a lot of emotions for Cambodian people live under the surface. And I think to be able to finally bring all that out, whether it be through talking or art or education or whatever, is what needs to be done.
People can go to App Store or Play Store using the keyword Khmer Rouge or Khmer Rouge history to download our apps, and then they will be able to see the interview, to see the history, and then we will also upload on YouTube, on our website. So we are trying to make this history accessible as much as we can.
We need to talk about Bophana. We just need to explain to people who is Bophana. And because the center was named after her.
She is the person who also resists against the Khmer Rouge, even not in physical way, but intellectual way, in emotional way. The letter that she exchanged with her husband before they were arrested by the Khmer Rouge help people understand the situation under that time. We have our cinema programs that we show films regularly and free of charge. Anybody can come. So our idea is to have people understand the power of moving image, have people watch the movie and learn about it, and also a part to build the audience for Cambodian cinema.
And in my perspective, coming here and watching movies is not only about knowing the history, because they are masterpieces. You are in touch with great movies. They are really well done, beautiful.
We can say that Bophana Center is the public audiovisual library.
Yes.
We have many great things that people can expose themselves with. They learn a lot, not only the history, but many others.
We can say that it's a small revolution inside Phnom Penh, right?
We can say that, but as I say, we are trying our best to contribute to Cambodia in the sector of audiovisual. So this is what we can do.
Nos próximos vídeos eu continuo viajando pelo Camboja e espero contar com a sua companhia. Então vai lá no meu canal, se inscreve, ativa o sininho para receber notificação dos vídeos que eu posto, curte a matéria, compartilha, manda uma mensagem para a gente conversar e para a gente continuar viajando juntos e descobrindo os lugares, as pessoas e os projetos incríveis que existem por aí.